What's up, Vikings Nation, and happy 4th of July. Hope everyone stays safe. You keep your fingers, you keep your hands. Just be smart today, and most importantly, just be safe, okay? That's all we ask for. So with training camp right around the corner, I think it's best that we talk about training camp and what's kind of happening. What dates do the training camp or does training camp start? When do rookies report? When do veterans report? And there's also a first of its kind that's happening at Vikings training camp. And it's kind of cool, okay? We did this last year, or the Vikings did this last year, so let's dive right into it. The rookies report to Eagan, Minnesota on July 23rd, making the start of Minnesota Vikings 2023 training camp. Now, veterans and everyone else are due back 2 days later on July 25th. That's because, the rookies report earlier because there's some more things that they have to go through. They don't know really what's going on, okay? They don't know the whole playbook yet. They should know some of it. Mini camp and OTAs was just to kind of see and get the rhythm and stuff. But a first-of-its-kind element is at Vikings training camp, okay? The Vikings hope to maintain a certain standard of living after winning the NFC North in 2022. The franchise hadn't won the division in 5 years, and during year one with a new head coach, Kevin O'Connell, the Vikings scooped the NFC North's crown. Now, meanwhile, most NFL experts expect Minnesota to regress using last year's point differential as evidence. Opponents cumulatively outscored the Vikings by 3 points in 2022 despite Minnesota's 13-4 record. A mathematical oddity indeed. Guess what? We're not going to regress. We're going to do better. Or maybe the same. Honestly, I think I had us going 13-4 again, but those NFL experts, they really know what they're talking about, apparently. I mean, you can consider me an expert, even though I don't know. But let's move on. O'Connell and the gang begin the process of proving doubters wrong at camp in 3 weeks. And when they do, okay, they'll have a first-of-its-kind occurrence that applies directly to us fans. The Vikings will host 2 night sessions at camp. Now, last year, I believe they held 1 night session basically right away at the beginning of camp to kind of, get the energy, feel the energy so Kevin O'Connell could really feel and see just how well our fan base shows up, supports the team, and just gets rowdy, right? That skull chant is absolutely crazy. But we're having 2 night practices or 2 night sessions at camp this year. Here's the full schedule. Basically, it starts where this is the full schedule where fans get to go and see them all. The 2-night practices, August 3rd from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then August 8th again from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Every single other practice is basically from noon to 5. There's a couple practices at the end of training camp where it's to be decided, a time needs to be placed there and stuff, and that's mainly due to the fact that we have 2 joint practices this year, one being with the Tennessee Titans. That's happening first. I'm excited for that one, and then the last one happening with the Arizona Cardinals, and I really like the joint practices. Last year we had a joint practice with the San Francisco 49ers. We got in a little fight, a little heated exchange. But people don't understand that those joint practices are massive when it comes to having success later on in the season, when the regular season actually gets going, because you get game time, like reps, game speed reps. You're going full, head to head, toe to toe against other teams and kind of really getting to see how your team matches up with other teams around the National Football League. So we have 2 joint practices, the Titans, the Cardinals, 2 night practices. The rest are in the day. Now, if you want to go to these practices, I believe for the day practices, adults have to pay $5. Anyone 17 and under is free. Now, the night practices, adults pay $10. The kids, I believe, like the children 17 and under again, have to pay $5. And if you're under 3 feet, you're free. So all the little kids, the munchkins, the babies, whatever it is, they are free to go to these practices. The practices, I believe, open up at 2:30 for the day ones for fans to go in. The night practices, it says it starts around 7. So I'm not really sure when they're going to let fans in. I'd assume somewhere around that time as well. But hey, just expect to pay a little cash, not a lot. It's a great experience. I've only been to 1 training camp. I need to get to more. We'll see if I can make some happen this year. We'll see how things kind of play out and stuff like that. But those are the whole practices. There's quite a few of them. If you want to go, make sure to attend and see what our Vikings are rocking with this season. Now, night practices are known for more fan-fueled intimacy and are hence among the most popular events at training camp. The night practice was typically a weekend ordeal, but the club has evidently pivoted to the weekdays in 2022 and 2023. Among the Vikings' notable summer battles this year include the wide receiver 2 position, the running back position number 2, 2, the nose tackle, the D tackle, the second quarterback position, the third cornerback position, and the free safety position, and perhaps kicker. Don't really see, I don't think that's going to really be a battle. It's going to be kind of showing or trying to get a fire lit under Greg Joseph, get him a little bit better. Jack Pilesny's probably not going to make the team. If he does, awesome, but we did just re-sign Greg Joseph, okay? Now, reigning Offensive Player of the Year, Justin Jefferson, stated at minicamp he would attend training camp in July with or without a contract extension, which is great news. One of Jefferson's teammates, Danielle Hunter, is a wait-and-see situation. Danielle Hunter is in the market for an extension, and it is unclear if the Vikings will grant his wish. So there's just some things you can look forward to when training camp gets underway in just a couple weeks here at the end of July. 2 night practices, 2 joint practices. I'm really excited for it. This offseason needs to hurry up because, boy, oh boy, do I miss football, and I cannot wait when we host another NFC North title at the end of the year. So make sure to drop a like, leave a comment. Also, subscribe to the channel. It would be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of your night, folks, and Skol Vikes.